You've been there. You need a document right now, or you're printing a high-resolution photo, and what comes out is a total mess. The edges are blurry, and the colors are noticeably shifted. Your first instinct is to blame the hardware. You assume the printhead is clogged, so you run endless, useless cleaning cycles, wasting both time and ink. But here's the reality. Your printer is likely operating flawlessly. Mechanically, it is making absolutely zero mistakes. The true culprit is the invisible microclimate of the room where the printer sits. To see how the weather ruins a print, we have to abandon our human perspective and shrink down to follow the microscopic journey of an ink droplet. If you try to fix the machine without looking at the air around it, you are fighting a hardware war against a weather problem. Welcome to the microscopic gap between the active printhead and the paper right beneath it. Your printer relies on something called an ICC profile. Think of this as its digital brain, a highly precise map that dictates the exact mathematical coordinates where every single drop of ink needs to land. But this digital map has a massive blind spot. It assumes the physical environment outside the nozzle is completely static and perfect. Let's introduce a humid room. When humidity rises, porous paper sucks in moisture like a sponge. As fibers expand, the physical surface warps out of alignment. The printhead fires perfectly, but droplets miss their targets because the paper has literally shifted underneath. In high humidity, the digital software executes its job without error, but the analog reality of the swelling paper sabotages the system. That is what causes your blurry edges and color shifts. Now, let's look at the exact opposite extreme, a completely dry room. Dry air strips away natural moisture, creating an environment where static charge rapidly builds up on physical surfaces. Watch the mechanical action of a single microscopic drop of ink detaching from the nozzle and falling into that dry air. The static charge that has built up in the paper and surrounding air acts like an invisible magnet. The ink drop actually bends in midair, physically pulled away from the perfect coordinates programmed by the ICC profile. In dry conditions, those failed prints are not mechanical errors. They are the result of invisible electrostatic forces hijacking the ink before it ever touches the page. Let's zoom out to our human scale, looking at that standard printer sitting on your desk. We need to stop treating this machine as a sealed mechanical box. It is a highly sensitive instrument reacting to the thermodynamics of your room. The next time a print is ruined, step back. Stop opening the machine to look for broken parts. Diagnose your environment first. You need to match the physical room to the exact conditions the ICC profile expects. To eliminate both the swelling of the paper and the pull of static electricity, keep your room temperature between 68 and 76 degrees Fahrenheit and maintain a relative humidity right between 40 and 60%. Achieving perfect print quality rarely requires hardware maintenance. It requires mastering the microscopic weather of your workspace.